So this is going to be a calculus problem. So you would do it when you get to around about 16 years old or 17 years old. It doesn't matter if you don't understand it. So let's say you're an architect and you want to build a cinema. So the screen is here. The first row contains 10 seats. The second one would be 10 plus an extra 2 seats here, plus an extra 2 seats here. So the first one would be 10. The second row will be 14 because you've got 2 here, 2 here. The next one will be 14 plus an extra 4 seats, which will be 18 seats. The next one will have an extra 2 seats here, 2 seats here, an extra 4 seats. So you can see that it jumps by 4 each time. It jumps by 4 each time. If you want to have 100 rows for this cinema, how many seats would that be in total? So really, it boils down to you summing up all these numbers with 100 terms. So the first row, second row, third row, fourth row, and so on, up to the 100th row. I'm expecting you to know this. This should be familiar to you. If you're around about 16, 17, you should know this. This you should know as well. So to do this, we need to set up a summation that will sum up everything. So we got to generate all these terms. Hang on. So it's going to be a summation. It's going to be the summation. Well, I know it jumps by 4 each time. So I'm going to have 4k. So when k equals 1, this will be 4. When k equals 2, it would be 8. But the point is that I know it jumps by 4. So I'm going to have 4k here. I need to think about this number here, because when k is 1, this will be 4. I should be thinking about the number 6 because I'm going to add 4 here. So it would be 6 plus 4k. K equals 1 for the first term up to 100. There. This thing here will represent the total number of seats. So we just need to evaluate this thing here. Now, using the laws of summation, if you're trying to sum up one thing plus another thing, you can just sum up one thing. So this would be k equals 1 to 100. And then plus summation of another thing. Hang on. Plus a summation of the other thing. So 4k from k equals 1 to 100. And because this is a constant, another law of summation is that you can drag the constant out. So it will look like this. There. This whole thing here will then give us the total number of seats. So now this here is a constant. This here is a constant. So you can just simply get the n times c. So you can just get this times the 6 here. So that would be 600 for that block. And then this thing here, we've got a formula for it. The formula is this. Anytime you want to sum up anything from 1 to 100, you can just use this formula. So n is 100. 100 times 101. So 100 times 101. So 101 times 100, that would be this thing here, over 2. So this block here will then become this. Don't forget we've got our 4 there from earlier, times 4. If you jump to a calculator, well, you can just, don't forget there's a plus here. So this thing here turns out to be 5,050. And then times by 4 and then add it to 600. That will be your final answer. Okay?